Hello beautiful people of YouTube. My name is Miss Raven and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at what it's like to live in the same room with a free-roaming black and white Argentine Tegu. So please join me today in this nice little journey that I'm going to take you through. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and let's get started. The princess here is a free-roaming black and white Argentine Tegu. Now, she free roams around my room. That is the only area she free roams in the house. So today we are going to be showing you a death roll and her enclosure. And somebody wants to go back to their basking area. Okay, so we can start out there. Okay, maybe for a second. Anyways, so what this is her basking area. In the morning when she wakes up, she comes from her little cactus bed. She walks over and she comes to her basking area to get warm. So that's how that works. I also want to point out I have this water dispenser here and her food dish here. And we have the humidifier there. And she pretty much stays in her area. She knows, she's very smart, she knows her area very well. Of course now she's being a little defiant because I have the camera going and stuff. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I feed her. Now, I feed her the frozen wraps every other day, but on the off days of that, what I feed her are actually these little quail eggs. And this is really cool because you can get these pretty reasonable at the Asian markets. Most people have one somewhere if you live near a major city. Also, which I will link down below, Afro Herkeeper, he actually has quails at his house that lay the eggs for him. He's got some really good content, especially about like the free roaming Tegu. A lot of the inspiration I got from my Tegu was from him and also from MacGyver the lizard as well. They both are free roaming lizards. Okay, so anyway, she's hiding from me right now, so hopefully I can get her over here to get her eggs. Come here, princess. Princess. Sometimes I will put like fruit, sometimes I'll put blueberries or something like that with the eggs. But for right now, I'm gonna just, come here, princess. She'll see the eggs and she'll come over to, she knows her dish. She knows where everything is in this room. Like, I think if I moved anything, she would totally freak out. The nice thing about these eggs is that they're just the right size. Come here. And they kind of match her, just color-wise. Come on, let's go, princess, let's go. Come on, this way. Now I never would feed her by hand, especially in the past, because she does have quite a bite on her. They're in your dish, you silly goose, look. There you go, come on. All right, so she's gonna go get some eggs. Let's take a look at her doing that. Now sometimes, which is really annoying, is that she likes to walk away with the eggs, which is what she is doing right now. But anyways, so that's kind of my procedure for the feeding strategy, is to just, you know, put the stuff in her dish. Sometimes she walks away with it. Now if I give her a rat, what I do is I have it on my tweezers, my large tweezers, and I just move it around so that she can do the whole predator-prey thing. I'll put a little clip from my phone. Ooh, oh God, wow, no, not my feet, Jesus. Ooh. Wow, she's really wants this today. Get it, princess, get it, come on, here you go. Ooh. This is why these people wonder why I don't feed her by hand with this. This is why. Wait, whoa, that was like full on, like almost 4 legs in the air. That's how she gets her exercise. She didn't get a whole lot, she just lays there all day. Woo! Alright, that's it. There she goes. Okay, you may have noticed in the background when I was feeding her earlier the eggs, you may have noticed a corner of this cage. Now this is actually my newest animal. And it's kind of a dream lizard for me, so I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty like stoked about how awesome he is. But I will do another video about him, but real quick. Another thing is that Southern California is very dry. So having a free roaming lizard, especially something like a tegu that needs a little bit more moisture, the way I solve this is through the humidifier. Now, although the humidifier is mostly pointed at my frilled dragon, it does tend to keep the humidity going in this room. Luckily, for the lizards, I hate cold, so I'm always have the room like way warmer than it needs to be. So this is very good for the lizards. Also, just so as far as like keeping track of my temperatures here, I use the gun. Now, for instance, like, let me show you with hers. Gotta move the camera though. Okay, so this is where she hangs out. And she's just finishing up that egg. She's just going to get another one right now. So the thing that's cool about, hopefully you can see that okay. All right, so I can point this here. Then it gives me the temperature reading. Okay, so right now that's 93, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. And then, this is kind of a cool thing you can get from ZoomEd if you get the catalog. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the monitor tegu temperatures are right here, 85 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So 93 to 94. It's a pretty good temperature, a little bit warmer than it says on this chart, but there are so many varying opinions on temperatures for tegus that this is actually on the low side in my opinion. From everything else that I've read, they usually say like 95 to 100. So keeping it at 93, 94, that's pretty consistent with that bulb in that spot. Okay. Yeah. So again, okay, so what I have here is she of course has her bed, and then she has this stand. Now you may be surprised to know that this is actually a guitar stand, and it's perfect for holding a light at this height. The fixture is from Harbor Freight. My son works at Harbor Freight. And then I have a mercury vapor bulb from ZoomEd. It's 100 watts. Okay, so another thing here is, let me move this a bit so you can see. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we have this brick here. Now this brick, the nice thing about this is that she will step on it, and as she steps on it, she always like kind of scratches on it. So that has kept her nails trimmed. I have never had to trim her nails, and it's because of this brick. So I hope that that really helped everybody have a better understanding of what it's like to have a tegu roaming in your room. A couple other things I want to point out, just for security and animal safety reasons, I do have a lock on my door. The reason for this is because I do have two sons. Although they're adult sons, sometimes they don't think, and they'll do stuff like they'll open the door, leave it open, and I have cats. That is a nightmare. I don't even want anything to happen, so to avoid things happening, I lock my room all the time. My mom also has a key in case something happens, where if I'm not here, if you need to evacuate a lizard, you can, or evacuate the lizards, I should say. Another thing that I want to mention is that another good measure, if you have a free roaming lizard like this, is to have a security camera in your room. And not only is it good for you to know what's going on, but also it's good for entertainment, as I will show you in a little clip that I'm going to show you right now. So, okay, what happens in this clip is pretty funny, because what you're going to see is that I'm opening the door and she hears me coming, and she kind of retreats to her bed like, oh, I was good all day. When she was getting in trouble all day, she's actually like, I had footage of her like moving stuff all over my room, and I was just like, okay, that explains a lot, because I'd come home and my trash can was across the room, like, can't be the lizard. Oh yes, it's the lizard. Lizard, she's moving stuff around right now on the other side of my room. Come here. Sometimes she comes when she's called, sometimes she doesn't. She doesn't feel like it right now. Another thing I want to emphasize is it's very, very important to keep things clean, because there's nothing grosser than, to have, poop everywhere and then things stinking. I have respiratory condition. So if I have like stuff like that around, the whole reason that my main pets are reptiles is because I don't want to have the allergens in the air. And if I didn't keep things clean, then yeah, that would be a nightmare. So you want to make sure that when she poops, like she just did just now, oh my God, that might have come up on the video. You want to make sure you clean it up right away, which I will do as soon as I'm done with this video. That was just too funny. Okay, and then the other thing too is I do use the puppy pads. There's no guarantee that she's going to use them. She also has a little bit of an attitude, so if there's something she doesn't like in the room, like I think maybe the reason she did poop right now where she did is because I have a bag there and it wasn't there before and she didn't want it there. So her way of protesting is she will drop a poop there. I had to snake sit once. Had a snake tank there. She didn't like the snake. She walks up, looks at the snake, and poops next to the snake. And this was a pattern. This happened. I didn't even notice it at first. And my husband pointed out to me. I was like, oh my God, you're right. You're right. The snake, I mean, the Tegu doesn't like the snake. Who would have known? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, free roaming Tegus are not for everyone, but I'm hoping that with this video and some of the other links that I'm going to provide to other people that have free roaming Tegus, it might give you a better insight to this. And again, the most important thing is to keep your pet health. The most important thing is to make sure you have a happy, healthy pet.